read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
Gina Sanchez claims she rented a room in the defendant's condo and didn't get her security deposit back when she moved out. Cynthia Kreppel says the plaintiff caused black mold in the bathroom by not running the fan to remove the steam.
Gina Sanchez here as my plaintiff, and I've got Cynthia Kreppel.
Yes.
Here as my defendant.
Yes.
Ms. Sanchez, you are suing Ms. Kreppel for $1,500. You say she owes you a security deposit. Tell me what brings you to court.
So I met Cynthia on a Facebook page for women looking for roommates.
Okay.
She seemed really sweet, and we messaged back and forth a few times before I decided to go through with renting from her.
Okay. So Ms. Kreppel,
Yes.
welcome to the courtroom.
Thank
and you owned a home in San Diego.
Yes, condo.
Okay, condo. And you were going to rent one of the rooms.
Correct.
To the plaintiff.
Correct.
And what was your experience with
Well, you know,
living
just
with
like
her?
she said in the beginning and online and so forth, we had a great rapport. It went over very, very well. And even when we met and when she came in, everything was fine. But after that, no.
You know about when she moved in?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So before we go further, ladies, does somebody have a lease to show me or what the agreement? Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
we
I'll
do.
get the evidence. You can just pick them both up, Elijah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry. Thank you.
Okay, that's defendant on top.
Defendant on top.
Thank you, sir. Okay. So I'm gonna start with plaintiff. Tenant shall pay landlord a security deposit of $1,500 upon signing the agreement. Deposit shall be held by the landlord as security for the tenant's performance of obligations under this agreement and returned, less any deductions for damages beyond normal wear and tear or unpaid rent. So what's the problem?
So I was under the impression everything was fine. I made sure to pack all my stuff, clean my area. It was just the room, the bathroom and the living area, everything
common.
was common space, exactly. So I made sure to pack my stuff up. I didn't do a deep cleaning, but she's still living there. I didn't think I had to. But she's claiming that I caused damage, and there are just things there that were already existing when I moved in. As a matter of fact, one of them being that there was mold in the bathroom, which within
Your Honor.
Hold on, ma'am, I'm gonna come to you. Go ahead.
within less than a month of me living there, I asked her about it.
So you saw the mold?
Correct. Saw the
Okay.
mold, texted her about it. There is a text message.
Yes, I see
screenshot.
this. So this is the plaintiff saying to the defendant, I've noticed some black mold on the ceiling. Do you think we should get someone to look at it? You said it's because you aren't letting the bathroom ventilate. So let's come to the defendant here, ma'am. What's the mold situation?
You know what? It is, I hadn't had any problem with that whatsoever that I know of, not at all.
So you
since
never
I've been
saw
there.
mold in your
I
house
hadn't
ever?
seen it at all.
Not one day before
Haven't seen it.
the plaintiff
So
moved
my
in.
thing is that I had mentioned to her to keep the fan on, open the door, ventilation, and so forth. And that would, just keep everything circulating and so forth.
Okay.
But throughout this time, I noticed that she wasn't doing this. We're sharing this bathroom. She is not, I'm having to turn on the fan
But
at
here's the
times.
thing, ma'am. She's saying, and I do see that this was sent 1 month into the stay. So why was this not addressed, or was it addressed within the
It
month?
was addressed, and it wasn't even though that was sent and we checked it out together,
Yes.
it wasn't what she is saying. I'm sorry.
Do you have a photo of the mold?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Okay, let me look. I got your
Okay,
evidence folder.
yes. You see it?
Okay, yes, I do. So let's everybody take a look together here at what the mold, bathroom mold looks like. It's
Yes.
very slight, to be
Slight.
honest with you.
Yes.
But I can see some indication of what looks like some collection just kind of formulating. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. And that's why I started to see it oncoming.
Yes.
like it was already
This is
there
the
though.
beginning, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I just thought, let me let her know so that it doesn't become
So
excessive.
did you have a professional, ma'am, come out and look at it?
Did have a professional come out and look at it, and
Okay.
everything seems to be okay. And may I just add also, Your Honor, is that towards the end, nothing had changed, and she was just a mess. Okay, she was not doing, or should I
Your
say,
Honor, that's just
as
not
I
true.
asked.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
If someone lives in one room for 12 months, 365 or so days, it's going to get some wear and tear.
And later,
I'm on the other side tending to my mother who's turning 80. See that, try to go there because who's taking care of the baby in the
The
midst of
3-year-old,
this?
the actual baby.
Correct.
Not this baby.
Not this baby.
The 3-year-old
My other
baby.
baby.
Yeah.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Gina Sanchez, who brought Cynthia Kreppel to court for the return of a security deposit.
So there's what you asked, ma'am, and that's fine, but there's also what's reasonable because you're not her mother, right?
No, I'm not a mother.
No, and you're not the boss of her.
No, I'm not.
You are the landlord of your home, and you get to exercise reasonable due diligence and care for your home. And unless you can prove to me that she was outside the bounds of that, you may have a problem. Now,
But we had this understanding that certain things may not be in writing, but we discuss these
so
things.
what is this discussion you had, ma'am?
Just talking about the situation or the mold and so forth, or
So
what she saw.
what are these wall scrapes, ma'am?
Excuse me?
Wall scrapes.
Oh, her bed. She had her bed up against the wall, and that's scraping the wall.
Your Honor, I don't even recognize where that would have been.
Oh, yes.
My bed wasn't
Yes.
that tall.
Okay, but even still, this is not significant damage. You're not saying this is, and it would fall, I believe, under wear and tear per
But
the contract.
Can
Go
I
ahead,
just
ma'am.
say, Your Honor, is
Yes.
that when she signed the contract and we went through everything, we went through the apartment, to her room and the
yes.
bathroom, and did a checklist of it.
When she moved in.
Correct.
And
And
how about
everything,
when
those things were not there.
Right, I understand that, but you do know what normal wear and tear
I
is, ma'am.
understand.
If someone, no, hear me out, Ms. Kreppel. If someone lives in one room for 12 months, 365 or so days, it's going to get some wear and tear. But I see that you did bring in some repair.
Yes.
Okay, you have presented the court with a receipt that ultimately cost you $1,500.
Correct.
And you're saying that this is the minus that you took her security deposit from.
Correct.
Which is why you're saying she's not going to get it back.
Correct.
But let's talk about the expenses. Wall and paint repairs, buffed out wall scuffs, and repainted second bedroom. So you had the whole bedroom painted.
Well, yes. I mean, I had to have it painted because it's like, why not? Because there's all this. You got to match it. You got to match it.
What you're showing the court, because this is all I can go on.
Yes.
This required a full repainting of the room, ma'am.
Well, I take pride in what I have. It's mine.
Okay, let's move on to the second one. I want everybody seeing this, taking this in. Bathroom mold treatment and paint. I don't have a photo, but you also apparently had the laminate countertop replaced.
Yes.
This was in the kitchen?
In the kitchen, Your Honor, because let me just say.
Yes.
There are cutting boards around, and she even brought her own cutting board. But she was using the laminate, not using the knife and cutting, and
With
so
no
that was
cutting board.
correct.
Okay, so your laminate, you're saying, was damaged.
Correct.
And
Your
it
Honor,
says-
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I brought my cutting boards and I used my cutting boards.
So you're disputing this?
I am
completely.
disputing that. That is not true.
It is true.
Do you have a video, ma'am?
I do not have a video, but this, Your Honor, can I just say?
Well, you gonna say anyway. Go ahead.
When you are cooking or you're using, vegetables, onions, and
Garlic, yes, we
whatever the
understand.
case you have, there's the remnant of it in the trash can. I haven't used those things that day,
So,
and
ma'am,
there she is on.
Listen, Ms. Kreppel, she's not saying she didn't cut items in the kitchen. She's not disputing that. She's saying that she used her cutting board. I understand you're saying you don't believe she did.
Yeah,
But
because
unless-
where did those things come from?
Ma'am, You're not correlating the two. You can cut on a cutting board or without a cutting board and still have remnants of food that you did. She's conceding, ma'am, she did cut the items. That's why you saw the remnants in the trash can. What I'm saying is, absent evidence of finding liability, there's no word to be taken. Let's move forward. There's also a noise complaint.
Yes.
Well, keep talking.
When we first came together online, she's this nice, quiet person, and that she keeps the place clean and so forth. And all of a sudden, here she has. I don't think she understands the volume of her voice. So
I don't know if you know the volume of your voice.
Well, we're in the court right now, and the fact that in that home is not as large as this courtroom, Your Honor.
Okay.
And so therefore, I'm saying that she just singing loud, talking loud on the phone, and then she invites her friends over. There's nothing wrong with that. I invite my friends over. She watches a movie, fine. But I'm also there, and they're just having a...
You know what, Ms. Kreppel?
It's almost like she's in college again, Your Honor.
Ms. Kreppel, let me stop you. So y'all agree it wasn't working out.
You're
unhappy.
But Your Honor, can I just say, she mentioned that she was gonna be there for 2 years. I was expecting her to be there for the 2 years because of my financial situation and so forth. And for me to get an email or whatever to say, I'm giving you my 30-day notice, you know, because she had said, I'm signing this lease for 1 year.
Ms. Kreppel, I can only enforce the fact that you both signed a document agreeing to how many months, Ms. Kreppel?
12.
Exactly. I'm ready to make my judgment. I think that this woman has shown this court that she has complied with the terms of the agreement, that she has displayed reasonable wear and tear of the unit, and I believe she's due every penny back of her security deposit. The court rules in favor of the plaintiff, ma'am, in full for $1,500. You know that movie, Home Alone? That's where you need to be, ma'am. Home Alone.
Can I say
That's
something?
my ruling.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $1,500.
Just thankful, and I hope you've learned a lesson, Ms. Kreppel.
Don't talk to me about that. Don't say that crap to me. Do not.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
I didn't know that my mom invited my ex Keisha there.
Okay. And do you still have a relationship? Because this is the mother of your grandbaby.
Correct.
This is Equal Justice. Denise Chapman claims she paid her son to read poetry at her mother's 80th birthday party, but he failed to perform. Anthony Morgan says his mom invited his ex, who got into a fight with his new girlfriend, so he felt it was best to leave.
Denise Chapman here as my plaintiff, Anthony Morgan as my defendant. Ms. Chapman, you are suing the defendant for $250. You say he breached a contract. What brings you to court?
Well, the contract is that he was supposed to perform for my mother's 80th birthday party, his Nana. I contacted him.
So is this your son?
This is my son.
Okay, continue.
I contacted him to do poetry because he's a poet and, you know, I want to support my baby. And so sent him a text, confirmed it, sent him $250. But on the day of the party...
Is that the rate? What's the rate? What's the actual rate?
The actual rate is $500.
Okay, so that was kind of like a holding deposit?
Correct.
Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
The day of the party, he sees Keisha, the baby mama, and they get into a fight. They get into an altercation. I'm on the other side tending to my mother who's turning 80. See that, try to go there because who's taking care of the baby in the midst of
3-year-old,
this?
the actual baby.
Correct.
Not this baby.
Not this baby.
The 3-year-old
My other baby.
Yeah.
He got upset with his new girlfriend because he came in with a new girlfriend.
So wait, I'm sorry, ma'am. I need you to stop. So I know you didn't bring your girlfriend to work.
So, see, the way I see it, it was a family gathering. So I figured, because I wanted to, like, get my new girlfriend in. I wanted to, like, let her meet the whole family.
So wait, this is her meeting your whole family for the first time?
Yes, it was
Is at your work event? Because you do know you were at work. Do you know you were at work?
I didn't know that my mom invited my ex Keisha there.
Okay. And do you still have a relationship? Because this is the mother of your grandbaby.
Correct.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
And you're supposed to be there as a performer, sir. As a performer. See, that is your professional assignment on the day.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a case of Denise Chapman, who is suing Anthony Morgan for breach breach of contract.
So you bring this woman to the event, and what happened?
Before I can even like get a chance to like introduce Sophia to anybody, I see Keisha. She sees like Jordan run over to me, and then Sophia's like just like say like hi to like my son, and Keisha sees this and she gets like upset and.
Well, because Keisha doesn't know who this woman is. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So that goes badly between the two women.
So it did get like physical between them. Because
Okay.
Keisha did like push her like Sophia's hand away, my girlfriend Sophia, and I like stepped in between and like we got into like a verbal argument. But
You and Keisha. You're seeing this, ma'am?
Yes, across the room, and then by the time I got there, he already left, and he was gone.
Oh, wow. So you had already left at this point. Like after the altercation, you and Sophia leave.
Yes.
So you did not perform, ma'am. He did not
He
perform.
did not.
Not one line of no poem.
Nope.
I guess it's two problems. Number one, we've already identified. You were at work and didn't even know it. Second problem is you're concerning yourself with things that are not your business, sir. You got to mind the business that pays you. And guess who was paying you? This woman right here. And what has ended up happening is then you have now forfeited the actual paid performance obligation, is what I hear. Now, I haven't seen a piece of evidence, ma'am. Do you have anything indicating the agreement? Thank you. Goodness. Okay, I do see this very specific guest list that your mother has drawn up here. And you're supposed to be there as a performer, sir. As a performer. See, that is your professional assignment on the day. Okay, then I see this is the agreement, essentially, which the court does accept, you know, this type of text communication as an enforceable contract.
Judge Eboni's verdict when equal justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
Did you perform?
I did not, Your Honor.
Okay, so what we can clearly see is that the $500 inclusive of the $250 deposit was for what we call specific performance. And in your case, it's literally a performance. You failed to do it. You have not given the court a satisfactory reason as to why, because everything that kept you from performing was to your own doing, sir. Had you not gone on your own accord and invited a third-party, uninvited guest, Sophia is not on the list, sir. Keisha's on the list. Mother of Jordan, mother of the great-grandchild. So she's there legitimately. Your guest was illegitimate. You were late. So your failure to perform per the agreement that this court satisfies and recognizes is on you, sir. This is a very easy ruling for me. I rule in favor of the plaintiff in full. This woman is due back her $250, and you will pay her. And I hope that you learn from this, young man. I really, really do. That is my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $250.
Any final thoughts?
Honestly, I gotta say I probably saw this coming, but like, I don't know.
I just want him to learn to be responsible.
Okay. You've had your day in court. Please follow me.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.